so sorry. This is like a wee bit later than I wanted to get this up, but I don't know. The rollout of the content was a little different than normal with Natasha Denona, but alas, I'm ready to talk about it. Today I'm going to do a shopper drop on the new Natasha Denona drop, the Mini Gloom eyeshadow palette, which is available right now for early access if you're a member of the Natasha Denona website. But we're going to talk about all of the details. Now, this is a shop or drop. I do not have the product in hand, but you better believe I ordered it. So, shop or drop. Of course, it's a shop. It's Natasha Denona. It's just a cute title name, okay? But it is on the way. I will be reviewing it for you guys. But I wanted to share my thoughts because you know what I was thinking recently? I was like, it has been a while since Natasha Denona has launched a palette. I feel like for the last year or two, she's been launching a lot more palettes. So it slowed down. So I've been looking forward to a new one, kind of unsure of what direction she would go because she has been a little bit less exciting with the launches. But this one, I'm gonna be honest, it's right in my wheelhouse. Let's go ahead and talk about it before we get into your guys' opinions. So I am taking this from the Natasha Denona Instagram page. This was her first reveal of the palette a couple of days ago, which I, of course, did see. I just wanted a little bit more details out before I talked about it. But here is our first look. Are you ready? Why does it show up with that? Why is that covering the palette anyways? I mean, this looks right up my alley because it's neutral, but with a little bit of an interesting turn to it. Like, it looks wearable, but still quite unique. So, she says Mini Gloom eyeshadow palette. Is it like blue? Like a play on the Bloom eyeshadow palette with G? I don't know. Anyways, that was my first thought when I saw it because Gloom's kind of a weird name for a palette. Cool toned. Looks cool toned. Hold on. I have a sneeze coming. Okay. This cool toned 5-pan fall essentials brings rich I forgot how to read. My brain just shut off. This cool toned 5-pan fall essential brings rich mossy hues to life. Okay, so Gloom, I guess like the fall. Olive greens, shimmering pops of taupe. Gotta get a rose in there, huh? And then iconic matte, metallic, and sparkling formulas. Love all of those formulas. So it doesn't seem like she's experimenting here with this. Inspired by autumn's earthy tones. And then we have the shade descriptions as well. We have a matte, dark dusty olive. I'm assuming it's going to be from left to right here. A metallic light taupe champagne. I believe all of these are new shades, by the way. A muted olive, which is also a matte. Sparkling metallic dusty petroleum green. And then a light medium dusty rose. So finishes, we have 2 mattes, we have 2 metallics, and then this interesting green shade is a sparkling one, which is interesting. I would have thought that the dusty rose would have been the sparkling one. Anyways, this is one of my favorite style of palettes that Natasha Denona has because they are just so tiny and cute, and it's a great way to try the Natasha Denona formula without shelling out all at once the big bucks for her big palettes. It's a great way to get a taste into the brand. These are also phenomenal for travel because they are so tiny. It's a very sturdy palette. Yes, you don't get a lot of product in here, but I just think these are so functional. I love this style of palette. It's $27, and then it's launching July 17th, tomorrow. But if you have an account, it's free to create on the Natasha Denona website. It is early access right now as long as you're signed in. I'll have that link down below. But of course, if you're watching this later, I'll have all of the links to everywhere else. It looks like it's an exclusive Ulta Beauty launch. So I'm not sure if it's going to be coming to Sephora US, but it definitely is if you're in the EU. And then this is the first video she had of using the palette. And then also in this launch is the Tech Eye Crayon in taupe as well. And this look is on the website, but you can see these cool toned hues. It is very much giving gloomy fall kind of vibes. So one of the reasons that I try to hold off when I do my shopper drops with Natasha Denona is because I love to see the looks that she creates. And if I can take you to the website page that has all of the details, all of the cool promo shots, I'm going to wait for that. So I'm on the Natasha Denona website now. Like I said, if you're logged in, you do have access to this. So let's look at the pictures that she has. This looks a little bit more vibrant than what I feel like Instagram was showing. It looks like it has a little bit more depth as well. This is the look that she created, which not really a look that I would personally wear out. I like a more blended look, but let's take a look at the swatches. This is always a good video to watch. So it looks a little bit more green in these photos. That's like a beautiful murky olive color, and that is like greenish but a little silverish kind of seafoam. Okay, I feel like we've seen an olive green like that before. And this, she says, is like a petroleum green. It also is giving like a dark navy shimmer almost. Do you see what I'm saying? Like silvery though. And then this pink shade looks more champagne than it does pink, which I hope that's the case because I don't really want it to be too pink. I want it to be more champagne, which would go better, I think, with the tones and add more versatility to the looks that you can create. I always say be careful with Natasha Denona swatches because the girl digs in for these swatches. So they tend to have a lot more impact than what you're actually going to get on the eyes. But that's not always a bad thing. Like this look, that has that petroleum green shade in the center. I love this. How beautiful of a smoky eye for the fall is this. It almost looks blue. This would make me look like I got punched in the eye. But like this is a look that I would create with this. So here are the swatches. These always like don't follow these. They never look like these or true to color, really. Some Asian eye representation here. I just don't love green and darks in the inner corner. That's a personal preference. Some of these looks look a little dirty. I'm sorry. They look a little messy and dirty to me, which I think the idea is a little more on the grungy side. But like I kind of want to clean up the looks. Like I do like this one, but oh yeah, that is really, really beautiful. Really good for a smoky eye. I'm intrigued by this palette. I think it's not a risky palette for her, but it's enough of like not neutral. It has some twist to it, but it's still kind of wearable. I'm thinking of the looks that I would create with it. You know, you can do a simple trio like this, all over crease, all over lid, outer corner / liner. I liked how she used this as a pop in the center. You can do, I would imagine using these two would give you more of a truly neutral look. I think that these two would look cool together. These two would look cool layered together. You can probably get a really neat smoky eye with this as the base, this all over the eyelid, this in the inner corner. We're going to play with this, but I do have some ideas and some looks for this palette. It's only 5 shades, so don't expect to get a plethora of looks, but I am seeing some versatility here potentially, and I also think that this is going to be a great color story for medium and deep complexions. In fact, I think this would look beautiful on deeper complexions. So I'm just going through to make sure we didn't miss anything. It seems everything is kind of everything that we're familiar with already from the brand. The formula descriptions, made in Italy. So I think it's going to be in line with what has already launched. Yeah, here's a close look at the shade descriptions. Okay, now there are some other mini palettes in the line that did kind of remind me of the new palette. Like it's giving the cool tone sister to Mini Zendo, which I did not like this. But what reminded me of it is this center shade right here, but just a lot better and much more cool toned. It is reminding me a lot of the Mini Star palette with the greens, and we have this kind of bluey color, which kind of looks like that green color, a champagne color, a dark color. It almost looks like this shade is just a little bit more olive in the new palette, but you see where I'm coming from. It's definitely a sister to Mini Star from what I can see visually. I'll have to compare these two in person because, yeah, rearrange this palette a little bit. It looks very close. Maybe a little mini retro vibe here. And then it also reminds me a little bit of mini gold, mostly for this green shade and potentially this shade right here. It's giving mini gloom. But these are different enough. But I think if I wanted to recreate the mini gloom with what I already have, we've already got the olive shade out of the way. This could be that lighter golden shade. This would replace the petroleum green for me. This may be the champagne. It definitely looks lighter though. And then a dark brown. So I think between mini star and mini gold, you could get a similar vibe. I can't speak for dupes, but there are some similar palettes. But overall, collectively as a palette, I'm really, really liking this one. So as always with my shopper drops, I ask you guys your opinions because you guys are the toughest critics and you see things that I don't see. And of course, this helps me decide what I want to speak about when I do eventually review this palette. So as always, in my Instagram story, I asked if you were comfortable with being featured in my shopper drop. Let's just get some public opinion here. This color story is too random. Can't see myself creating an eye look with it. I can. I don't see myself using it every single day by any means. I think it's fun. But I can definitely see it being outside of some people's color comfort zones. Not mind-blowing. Interesting. I feel like this one has everybody kind of like raising one eyebrow, which I would do if I could. Okay. Love mossy greens. Can't wait for midi gloom. See, this is why we have similar taste in color stories because I feel you on this. I think it's fun as well. Love it. It's a shop for sure. Okay. Am I the only one who thinks this is a weird color story? As we saw, you are not. A lot of people are thinking this is a little bit strange. Thumbs down. The color story looks fun. Definitely appropriate for fall. Excited to see swatches. I think this would be a good companion to the mini retro. Which this one, yeah, I can see that. This is the one of the ones that I pulled. Ugh, didn't turn my email off. The dark version of the mini retro. So I see a lot of you guys are seeing a lot in the mini retro. Duplicate of past palette. Yeah. I don't find the color story very coherent. I don't think it's that bad, but we'll see. We'll see. Curious about a midi gloom. I mean, I think that would be one sexy palette for sure. Meh. Cool. Looks like Yucca, which I can see that, and retro glam combined would have worked better with more shades. Hopefully, normally with this, she will expand it if it goes over well to a midi palette, most likely. So we'll see. Grunginess of this color story. But I have all these colors and could build my own version. I love the mini size, and this one looks so pretty. Seems odd with pink and mustard. I think the pink is more champagne, and I don't think there's a mustardy shade. Maybe it was pulling that way. Hopefully not. I hope not, but I don't think so because I feel like she really tried to stay away from the warm tones in this one. At first, no. At a closer look, it's stunning. I think so. I could see that. I love it. Gloomy garden vibes. Ooh, I love that description. I hope we get a midi that has the same vibes. And I think it would be good to get a midi version of this because she has been playing it a little safe with the color stories. And I feel like this is such a good base to work off of for something a little bit more interesting and unique for a new eyeshadow palette. Boring. I like, don't love. We'll probably get eventually, but not rushing. At some point or another, this will go on sale. I would say so. If you want to hold off, always wait for a review. There's no rush to buy makeup anymore. Not everything is selling out. So yeah, it will probably eventually go on sale and wait to see the reviews, see what people are thinking. Love this color story. I think a lot of people are excited to see a mini version of this. Of course, we don't need it. Do I need it? No. But we're past that point. It's not about the need, it's about the want. People get mad when I say that, but it's all light here, okay? It's not a big deal. Looks okay. Okay, boring, seems similar to others she has put out. So I'm gonna stop that there. I think overall, it's like nobody's saying it's downright ugly. I mean, I know a couple people said boring, but I really don't think it's that boring. But I think some people are excited about it, but it's not going to be everybody's cup of tea. Regardless, I think Natasha Denona is quite the genius when it comes to putting color stories together. And I think this one is fun, and I think it has the potential to be a really good mini palette. We'll see what she decides to do with it. We'll see how the formulas turn out. I hope they're not too dry. As always, I will let you guys know when I receive this in the mail, hopefully soon. I lied, I didn't even buy it yet. I'm about to after this. I meant to. I made the mental note to, but I'm gonna do that now. So I will see you guys later. Let me know your thoughts down below. As always, the point of my shopper drops is to just get conversation going in the comment section, and then I will have the link if you want to check it out right now. And I'll see you guys later. Have a good one.
It's delicious.